A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go in Glendale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. Look at this, going deep right away. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Running back gets the handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is on target to Christian Watson. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on second down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it third and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down, Minnesota.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Johnson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Complete out to the right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. It's inside the 10. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. They give it to him again. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, I mean great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
At their own 14-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
They go to Barkley again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Throwing from the gun. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
His heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our 1st quarter. That's the end of one here. The Vikings have played to an early lead. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got the field goal team out there, and this would be an impressive kick to resume play. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
This will be grabbed at the 5. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that. Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down.
Let's go. Check go.
He's going to throw it again. Dumped off to his running back. And he's out of bounds behind the line, so that's going to add a couple yards on to this 3rd down.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long for him here. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Awareness. Awareness is so critical of where those defenders are down the field to find that open receiver, but it's just as important, Kate, in the pocket. Having awareness of what's going on around you, the QB didn't, and the defense registers a sack. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Cut out left. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They send a man in motion. 2nd down, looking for options. Looking slant route, complete. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 15 there. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
So 1st down from the 41. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Middle of the field, taken in by Laporta. Wow, and he's about as close to the 1st as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow the lead to 7. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings grow their lead to 8.
14, Cardinals 6. Will Reichert.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Grant with this return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the 1st play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8, so we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from State Farm Stadium after this. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Shut up! 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
70, Warriors 70, Bronco 80.
They'll throw here on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far, brings up 2nd down.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate, now. We got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Shotgun now on third down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. The Cardinals out for the punt.
In punt formation.
He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. He has it at the 22, and he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. It is caught at the 20. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Another throw here for McCarthy. That's to Laporta again. And they're going to be sacked with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Hey, check that. Panther 60.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they could take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go.
Now McCarthy to the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
One last play before the break. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Vikings will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings lead by 15 now.
21, Cardinals 6. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Starting from the 5. Jukes away from one. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Zone read give here to Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
That's good.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. They gain 11 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Throwing now on 1st down. He's still going at the 30. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cardinals get it back to within 1 score.
Vikings 21, Cardinals 13.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Another carry for him. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings lead by 14.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
The kick is
That
good.
one splits the uprights.
The score.
And the Vikings lead by 15 now.
Cardinals 13. Will Reichard to kick
Here's
off for
Reichard
the
set to
Vikings.
kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Take go.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? To the air on 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All set to go now from the 35.
Ready.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
This is complete. It's Davis. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals get it back to within 1 score.
Cardinals 20.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat.
Trying the right side. And they help him out of bounds after a gain of close to 3. So 2nd and 7 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Motioning the tight end now. Massive hits. The ball's out. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Headed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
They'll go play action. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. It brings up third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Harrison secures this left side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Still sticking with the passing game. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it again. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back within 5.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his third field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Vikings, 18.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Dump off caught by his back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. And they just get the play off. Oh, it's an interception! Picked off by Jamin Davis. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. First and 10 from the 43. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He rolls to his right. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Billy Bowman. And the Vikings take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a...
McCarthy hit, he lost the football, and the Cardinals grab it! And Arizona takes it back for a touchdown! The Cardinals take a fourth-quarter lead!
Well, if this winds up holding as your game winner, and I almost hope it does. I don't know if I should say that. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. But I just love what it illustrates, the want-to from this defense to go and finish. Anytime, anywhere, anyone. You don't know when that big play's coming, but you've got to deliver, and they just did.
And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds a seam down the middle, and the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards, and that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Escapes a defender.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Let's go now. 6, take over.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
You know, that's a risk of putting up a jump ball in the end zone. You know, some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. That's one they got away with. Should have been a pick, and frankly, a touchback.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. That's good for a couple of yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
2 yards.
You know, I like that call for a couple different reasons. Yes, you get the first down. That's the obvious. But more importantly, that defense, they've got to account for everybody offensively on the field.
70 Lions.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Now a give to Johnson, coming right. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throw was caught. Oh, he lost the football! And the Cardinals pick it up. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory. Look, you know I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take one. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down.
Ready, go!
Oh, I love this. Giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner, even though it didn't gain a yard. It actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
The prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, well, it's the same as all his teammates out there. You're about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
Bryant with this return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Take off!
They'll run the counter. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll throw. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals want to end it in regulation if they can. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. Dodge the tackle, and it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Roll! Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolf.
Hand off to the back. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing else to be found outside of that. So 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And send him over right. Now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First down, Minnesota.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Here we go.
Setting him on the dime. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Check smash. Let's go. Check go.
They give it to him again. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
4 yards.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Go check. Tag. Viking 18.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line.
That's another Vikings.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Through the tension and pressure, Will Reichert out to kick. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. The kick is good. He got it. And the 3rd time he puts it through will be the charm. They won it. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. Yeah. Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning. This offense found ways to score